30 seconds to go. We on this Saturday morning. I'm doing the Cat D races this weekend. I didn't get to race Friday. I was gone most of the week, so I just kind of wanted to work my way back into riding. In fact, I'm doing the voiceover today on Sunday, and I hadn't even wrote the day. I ended up trying to get all my meals together because I normally do that stuff on Friday, but I can't get it done, so I'm kind of doing everything I need to do today. And as you see, we had a little 12-year-old here whooping our butts. We had one, and we're off. And on this race, sorry about my screen. I don't know. Ever since I started messing with my green screen, I'm kind of messing stuff up a little bit, so I'm going to fix it, though, eventually. But on this race, I took off. I didn't try to bat out of the moon on this one. I did pretty okay on the takeoff. But this was a nice ride. It was a longer ride. I made a mistake and switched my stuff over to Imperial, and I meant to switch it back to metric, but I hadn't switched it back yet. I'll do it today. It was a 2-mile race, so it wasn't too long. It was just that it was more of a hill climb. I mean, right away. Last week was a lot of hills when I was in Class C, so that was kind of a dominating thing. So this week's race, it's hills again, and they hit us hard right away with them. I mean, I didn't realize it was gonna be like that, but luckily it was only like 2 miles. So it really wasn't that long of a race, which makes me feel a lot better about it. I'm gonna tell you what, the thing about hills still right now is that hills are kind of hard for me to really get past. I'm getting there. I'm a way better climber than I used to be. Man, I'm way better than that. I can actually push it, but to actually have a hill this soon in the race, and I'm starting to try to ride in a bunch more. Lately, I have been noticing something. My sprints have been suffering, but my long distance riding, 15, 20-mile rides, are getting better and better. I'm suffering in the sprinting area now. Maybe somebody can clue me in on that, because it seems like as I get to be a better rider, right now my sprints are really suffering. I mean, I can do them, and I'm doing well, but I've noticed lately I don't have like that long extended like sprint, like bam, like I used to do when I first started. Now I'm more used to, you give me 10 miles and I'm feeling great in a race. You give me 15 miles and I'm rolling, man. 25K, and I feel great at the end of that race. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because I'm still putting up numbers which are great, but I'm starting to get better at, I did a race yesterday, later on in the day after I did these 4. I did the stage 1, the race to Watopia, and I won that one by like a minute and a half, man. And it wasn't that I was acting crazy, going wild on it. It was just that as I got a good push, I think everybody started falling off, and I just could sustain it. I actually brought the power down a lot, and I was running mostly 350, I think. And only when I went on heels or had to climb for a little bit did I ever move it up. But outside of that, I've been riding really good on these longer races. This race right here was, like I said, it was painful from the beginning because it was heels. So I have to sustain a certain amount of power just to climb the hills. Now my heart rates are not, even you see on here, my heart rate used to go crazy. I'm sustaining 160, 165 now. Where I normally used to be 160 was my breaking point where I was losing everything. But yesterday I did, like I said, I noticed that Monday when I reached the stage 1, I started noticing it last week, the week before last, when I was doing that last series of Get Rolling, and I was doing the longer runs. They were like 14 miles. And I was starting to feel where I was feeling great. Then I did the stage 1 this week, and I felt great Monday. So I decided to do it again yesterday, and I was gonna do one today, but like I said, I'm preparing my meals for the week. If I don't, all hell breaks loose with my eating. So I was doing that, and I felt really good. I'm feeling really good riding longer. In fact, I'm doing these sprints for great, because these are great measurements for what I'm doing, and I figure I'm gonna get back on them. But I remember when you first had me ride, and when I first started riding these things, I had a lot more power. Maybe it's just my perception of it, but I feel great riding longer races now than I do doing the insiders. I really do. And so I'm starting to do longer races, at least 10 miles, 7 to 10 miles now, because I feel more comfortable. It's like I don't have to push so much out right now, I can actually ride. If I decide to ride in a group, I can ride in a group. If I decide to ride by myself, it doesn't feel like I'm struggling. Because I can maintain, like I said, I maintain 2.4, actually 2.3, 2.2, about 400 watts throughout a whole race now. And I'm able to push that at least 20 miles. You know, I peak about 18 to 20 miles an hour, and after that, I start really losing power. You'll see me start to come down, start to take my time, but I don't know. Maybe I need to rest my legs a little longer. Maybe that's what it is, and I'm right now, I got the longer push, but my legs need resting even more for these short sprints. And like I said, it was 4 days, so today I came back. Normally I would have did a C. I thought about doing it later, but then I decided to run some errands. For your information, the reason I said run errands, because I'm off on Fridays, and I can a lot of food, but I didn't can last week. So I can my food so I know the calorie intake I'm taking in. I'm trying to calorie count. My doctors got on me so bad this week. All the weight loss reports gonna be kind of rough over the last month. I've been told that my doctors don't want me to weigh myself every week now. They love everything I'm doing. They love all my numbers were great. All my numbers came back excellent. It's just that they want me to monitor myself even more. So I'm gonna watch that. I'll put it up. I think what I'm gonna do is put it up to stage 1 because I hadn't had a chance to do it yet. And I'm gonna do it in a few minutes, and then that way I know what to put on the stage 1, and I'll put that out first Monday. And then I'll run with these insiders from Tuesday through next week. And so that it's not bad. If y'all noticed me racing last month, I was killing it. And I even finished my goal of 300 miles. I think it's like 500 K. I did 300 miles last month. So my total 500K on that. So that's my goal every 310 miles. That's why I try to reach every month at least, which is I'll switch back over to 500K. And I felt great, but I'll put it this way: it wasn't a loss this month, which in these type of things you want to take a loss, but I still feel great. I feel great, and I'm just going to start really calorie counting. So today was more of getting things together for my calorie counts, and I'm gonna keep y'all abreast of that every week. And I'm trying to maintain less than 2,500 calories. I'm not going to attempt the 1,500, but hey, it may come up. But I'm really going for 25 right now because, like my doc say, as heavy as I am, it takes about 3,500 calories. And like I said, I was on the road truck driver, so I have to watch what I'm doing. For the last couple of weeks, I've kind of been munching on the road more than I normally have. Well, let me get back to the race. We're coming down on this race, and we had the last 500. You know, I always bring it down to the last 500, and as you see, I'm coming across the finish line. This is one where, like I said, the hills got me on this, and thank y'all for following me on these races. Thank y'all for supporting me. I'll see you on the next one. Ride on.